Good day, hustlers. I'm Aseneth Horton, your host and creator of the free PR course, and I'm so excited you're here. Do you want to know why? Because I love watching my people succeed. As we're cruising through, please do these two things for me. Share this course link if you find value. Those you want to succeed will benefit as well. Number 2, tag me, email me, do whatever it takes to share your successes with me. I love to amplify badassery, and with about 80 billion different great ideas everywhere, you are the one and only one willing to make big shit happen for you in your business and your life. With that being said, this is your free PR course, 10 expert hacks to get media today. And we are going to jump into module number 4, crush your launch. I want to go through, so this is a set we just had a couple of weeks ago with a client as who is going through and crushing her launch. You want to set aside your time to be able to do it. So this particular client, she is doing everything. And I love to, one of my mentors, Michael Port, he has something called a whatever it takes strategy. And sometimes you can do the best you can with planning. You can plan out your content. You can get your website set up to perfection. You can do your branding. You can do all of those fun things. But in the middle of a launch period of time, you have to be prepared to do whatever it takes. Get the message out there. Make some noise. Be the one that's spearheading your success. You have to be able to do that. And that's probably the biggest, most important thing ever. I've watched some companies where the CEO wants to let the marketing team, me, do all of the launching. And even though I'm great at it, I am not the CEO and I am not the one in charge of the bottom line. The CEO is the one in charge of the bottom line, and the marketing team does the best we can to support the CEO and the mission of the business. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about leveraging your shit, baby. So the principle of leverage for success is I want you to think about what it takes on a teeter-totter. And I want you to picture a sumo wrestler on a teeter-totter. Now, is there any way that you could, well, I'm just talking about a normal person with normal average strength. Could you lift a sumo wrestler? Probably not, but let's put a teeter-totter. Let's put the sumo wrestler on a teeter-totter. Could you lift him now? Maybe you could. The thing is I want you to think about that particular teeter-totter, or think about your playground. What happens when you've got space on your teeter-totter? Or when you've got the right kind of leverage on your teeter-totter, it makes it, and this is the principle of leverage, it makes it so you can do 10 times more with the same amount of effort. And that's a beautiful thing for us busy people. So as we're leveraging, we have the main points, the main ideas and key points one time. So as we've been going through module 1, 2, and 3, we've talked about creating these different things. And, we're going to jump into the second part of our content, which are the actual content hacks. And we're going to talk about all the different kinds of idea or kinds of content. And I want you to think about this particular leverage thing. Let's say on Monday morning you create your ideas in a blog post form and you post that blog post. Day number 2, you create a video and throw it out on YouTube. Day number 3, you're doing a little bit of social media to attract people to your YouTube video and your website. Day number 4, you send it all out in a newsletter that says, hey guys, just wanted to touch base with you, whatever it is. And on Friday, day number 5 of the week, you're finalizing it with reaching out to your news media to get news media attention for that same topic. That's a very, very simple example, but at the same time, that's when we really start to see tires hit the road, rubber hit the road, and just when you start creating your main ideas and key points one time and then creating your multiple versions to accommodate all of these different things, your goals, different learning styles of your audience, and preferred platforms of your business and your audience. And the last piece on leveraging is automation. You really want to let some of the technology that's available for small business do the automation for you. We're going to talk about this a little bit more later, but automation is, there's a bunch of different products out there. A couple of free products. There's not a lot of flexibility until you jump into the paid versions, but on the Buffer app as well as Hootsuite, the one that I like to use, which I do pay for, it's called Sendable. It's one where you can literally program several hundred posts, both email, video, Pinterest. You can program all of these things and schedule out your social media to be able to run without you. So one of the modules we're going to get into talks about leveraging. It talks about creating a whole bunch of content at once. So literally sitting down, imagine what it would take. 3 hours. Okay, I'm going to set the timer. I just need to bust out a whole bunch of content. This is my day's worth, and I'm going to get content done for the next month in 3 hours. And then you don't have to think about it because now the content's been written, it's been scheduled out, and you just get to sit back and engage with your people. It makes the job of our small business CEOs amazingly simple. So the assignment for this particular week is, where do you want to see your messages? And I want you to think about it from this perspective. Where do you see messages? Do you see stuff online only? Do you watch TV? Do you pick up a newspaper? Do you read blogs and newsletters? I want you to think about what you appreciate on those different platforms, and I want you to write out your top couple of them, your top 3 maybe. Where do you want to see your message? Up next, 10 expert hacks to get media today, where like I said, we're going to jump into these content pieces heavily and we're going to have some fun. With that being said, hustlers, that wraps it up. This has been your free PR course, and I've got a quick little news for you. We've just launched our new automated website, and we want to kick up your results. One of the City Launch PR staff members is standing by for you. Go to City Launch PR, go to the consult calendar, and book your free strategy session today. It's a pretty easy form on there. You pick the time and the date that works well for you, and as long as it's available on our schedule, we'll see the notifications come through, and we'll reach out to you. Let's go have some fun and go kick ass, hustlers.